Assalamu alaikum. Let's cook. Okay, people, we're going to go to the state of Florida, the month of April 2026. A brother by the name of Nathaniel Padgett. Okay, now Nathaniel Padgett is a driver for FedEx. So on April 16th, he's working. He's driving for FedEx. He goes and picks up his fiance on his route when he's working. At some point, he picks her up. She hops in with him. Nathaniel Padgett is on his route doing what he has to do, getting the job done. Now, there's a white supremacist by the name of Tyler Vidro, 25 years of age. He claims that Nathaniel Padgett did something to him on the road, okay? That's what he says. So Tyler Vidro, being the weasel that he is, he starts to do the whole road rage thing, following Nathaniel Padgett, rolling down the window, cursing, shrugging his shoulders, moving his arms, all that other stuff. Nathaniel Padgett sees him and he ignores him. He keeps going on his way, going to make a drop at the FedEx facility. Tyler Vidro follows him all the way to the FedEx facility. Now, he didn't stop there. He drives into the FedEx facility following Nathaniel Padgett at his job. He's not supposed to be in there. So he's in the rear parking lot. He's in the loading area, which is a restricted private commercial property area. It's only open to employees and authorized personnel. He follows him there. It's around 9 at night, okay? Tyler Vidro, he stops in the middle of the lot. He got out of his car. He starts pacing around before he starts heading towards the loading ramp area. Now, Nathaniel Padgett, he went inside. He's doing this thing, whatever he has to do inside the FedEx building, checking out. He's at work. But this guy, Tyler, is waiting for Nathaniel Padgett to come out. Nathaniel Padgett finally comes out, and Tyler Vidro says, "You hit my car." So then Nathaniel Padgett, he walks and tries to get past Tyler Vidro to reach his Dodge pickup truck. He's like looking at him like, what's this dude doing? You hit my car. What is he talking about? So Tyler Vidro then gets in his car and blocks Nathaniel Padgett from trying to access his vehicle, okay? So he's like blocking him with his car so that he can't get into his vehicle. So then Nathaniel Padgett said, "What the F are you gonna do? Get the F out of my face," like most people would do by now. They start yelling at this dude. So Nathaniel Padgett finally gets into his truck. He drives off. He's trying to leave the facility. He's trying to get away from this psycho. It's all recorded. It's all on video. So Nathaniel Padgett, he steps on it. He's, trying to get away. He steps on the gas. This guy, Tyler Vidro, speeds up, trying to catch up to him in a harassing manner. So then Nathaniel Padgett, he stops, gets out of his car. He goes to the edge of the roadway. He picks up a concrete block. They say about the size of a bowling ball. And he's walking towards Tyler Vidro's vehicle with this block in his hand. Okay? He said, "What's up? I don't give a F about that. You're following me. You're following me." He said, "I didn't throw nothing at your car," because this guy Tyler was trying to accuse him of throwing something at his car. After he said that, Tyler Vidro fired multiple shots at Nathaniel Padgett. Nathaniel Padgett was hit multiple times. He collapsed before he can get back to his truck. And shortly after that, Tyler Vidro goes to a gas station. He calls West Palm Beach police. He said that he feared for his life. He was being threatened, so he had to use his firearm. The police came. They take his side. Upon arrival, officers informed Tyler Vidro of his rights. He admitted that he emptied the magazine of his firearm. He requested legal representation.
Road rage is why police say a father of 3 is now dead, gunned down at this FedEx in Riviera Beach where he worked. And according to his arrest report, the suspect was so angry he followed him all the way from St. Lucie County.
He was stalking Padgett repeatedly.
A senseless act is how loved ones describe the deadly shooting of 34-year-old Nathaniel Padgett. Police say the FedEx driver was shot 7 times by Tyler Vidro,
gunning down our victim.
In the arrest report, Padgett's girlfriend told police it all started here in Port St. Lucie and escalated on the Florida Turnpike. Padgett picked her up in his FedEx truck, and she says Vidro pulled up and tried to provoke them, then followed for nearly an hour to the FedEx facility in Riviera Beach. Police say surveillance cameras were rolling and show Vidro waiting, then trying to fight Padgett, claiming he hit his car. Padgett ignored him and drove away. Then Vidro chased again. That's when police say Padgett stopped, got out, and grabbed a brick to confront Vidro. Moments later, officers say Vidro shot Padgett. Officers say Vidro drove to a nearby gas station and called 911 on himself, confessing to emptying his magazine, fearing for his life. But for at least 43 miles, Vidro allegedly followed Padgett and entered the private FedEx lot. Investigators say he did not act in self-defense.
Hindsight is 20/20.
I asked police what others should do if they feel they're being stalked.
Don't engage, don't confront, call 911. Let the police intervene and diffuse the situation.
Vidro is now facing 1 count of first-degree murder plus aggravated stalking. When I reached out to FedEx, they
Condolences to the family of that brother, Nathaniel Padgett. He did nothing to that guy's car. It's like that guy just wanted to follow somebody. He wanted to test out his new gun. I don't know. But this man is out working, making an honest living, and he loses his life because of this Mayo monster. Like a lot of these white supremacists, they feel as though they can be the aggressor, they can break the law, they can do things, they can provoke black people, and then pull out a weapon and say, oh, it's stand your ground. That's what he thought that he can get off. This guy, Tyler Vidro, he probably just bought that gun. He wanted to test it out. He said, oh, I'm gonna look for a situation. He figured, oh, I got this. It ain't work out for him. He probably thought it would because he's in the state of Florida where they usually defend these white supremacists. But we could look at the Zimmerman situation, claiming stand your ground. So when you look at that, it's like, well, they did the right thing by arresting this dude and charging him with murder because of these reasons, 1, 2, and 3. He was breaking the law. This man was in his lawful right to be at his job, all this other stuff. So it's like, how did Zimmerman walk? He was stalking. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic, man. Anyway, it's so inconsistent. That's why people don't respect these white supremacists around the world. Like nobody respects American white supremacists. But anyway, so this guy, he can't claim stand your ground, okay? He can't. Based off the evidence that they have, because it only protects somebody if they are in the place that they have the lawful right to be. This guy, Tyler Vidro, at this FedEx facility, he was there without authorization. He was not supposed to be there. So he can't claim stand your ground. He's not supposed to be able to. It does not extend to protections for a person who is an initial aggressor of a confrontation, which is what most of these white supremacists, especially in Florida, seem to do. They're not extending that to them. They're not supposed to. This guy Vidro was being charged with first-degree murder and aggravated stalking. He was held without bond, and hopefully this dude is proven guilty. He goes to the Florida State Penitentiary and is just tortured to the point where he just, go ahead and grabs a sheet or something. And you know what I mean. But anyway, it's common right now, man. A lot of these people, man, you see a lot of this stuff in Florida where there's a lot of the white community, man, they're just doing some real aggressive, violent things. You notice most of the videos that you are seeing that are going viral, that a lot of people see, they're usually in the state of Florida, where you just have these mean, angry, aggressive white people following black people, shooting through doors, following them. Harassing people that's trying to make a delivery, just trying to work. I'm not saying it don't happen everywhere else, and it probably happens in other places even more. But the Florida videos that are out, it's just way more. You know what I mean? These people just acting aggressive, cursing, yelling the N-word. One dude just recently pulling out a gun on some college kids who are just, trying to promote their business. Ridiculous. But, again, condolences to the family of this brother right here. I don't like to Monday morning quarterback situations because it's real easy to do. It's real easy to look at situations and say, I would have did this, I would have did that. You don't know what you would do if you can't control your emotions, or if something might happen and you feel as though you're doing the right thing. It may not even be an emotional response or whatever. Who knows? But you got to think about protecting yourself at all times. Now, in this situation, never get out your car, man. Once you in your car, don't get out your car and expose your body, to a threat like that. Because me personally, a weasel like that's following me around over almost an hour all the way to my job, I would assume that he can't box. I would assume that he has a gun. I would assume that white guy had a gun. I would have assumed that. You know what I'm saying? Because Most of the time when these things happen, when there's no weapon involved, these white people are getting destroyed by black people. The aggressive ones that are causing problems, you know what I mean? They're getting beat, the brakes beat off of them. So when he got out of his car and went and grabbed a brick, I get it, he was upset. He was very angry. Never get out your car. Don't ever think that these people don't have something sitting in there for you. You know, and if he wouldn't have did that, he probably would be alive. I don't know how far this guy would have followed him. Maybe it was a better idea, you know, to just stay in that car, drive off and go somewhere, whatever. Or even what that police officer said, you know what I mean? Call us, come here, you know. But I just don't like how he exposed himself by getting back out the car. Very dangerous. Really think about that, people. I would have rather seen him get in his truck and just ram this dude. You know what I mean? Just straight run into him, run him through a wall or something like that. That would have been a better option to do as opposed to getting out and grabbing a brick. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, people, easy.